If you're tired of the mind-numbing monotony of networking meetings, you have come to the right place. Have you ever asked, what is an online networking event? I'm here to answer that question, so let's get to the bottom of it in today's video. In this video, I am going to share with you what an online networking event is and why it is not an online networking meeting. I'm also going to tell you the number one thing that you are missing out on if you are not attending online events. I'm also going to reveal the best kept secret to finding valuable online networking events that are worth your time and energy. And on top of that, I'm going to share with you the very best place to start, but only if you stick around till the end. All right, so let's get started. Now I'm going to share with you what an online networking event is and why it is not an online networking meeting. All right, a little bit of a tongue twister. Networking meeting, networking event. Let's talk about the differences. All right, so let's start out by defining a networking meeting. All right, so a networking meeting's agenda is generally focused on 30-second commercials, sales pitches, and lead exchanges. Often the meetings are also include a speaker or some kind of a program. There are member spotlights. Now, the overall theme of a networking meeting is transactional in nature. Now, a networking event is focused on connections and conversations. Generally, networking events are a combination of transactional and relational networking. There's more time to actually have conversations, but the overall purpose of attendance is transactional in nature, where 30-second commercials and lead exchanges are still the main focus. I call these transactional conversations. Now, here at Down and Dirty Networking, we are 100% focused on relational networking. We are free of 30-second commercials and sales pitches. There are no member spotlights and there are no speakers. We cut the fluff of traditional networking and only focus on meaningful conversations to build lasting relationships in our online events. Now, early in my career, I was focused on being seen. I joined every networking group I could, and I attended as many in-person networking meetings as possible. See, I was really focused on fine-tuning my 30-second commercial, getting those lead exchanges. I really was focused on transactional networking. I quickly realized a more effective approach was to be strategic about what I wanted and needed. I realized that the throw as much mud at the wall and see what sticks kind of philosophy of transactional networking really wasn't as effective as I had hoped. So I started seeking out relational networking opportunities. And when I made that shift, the trajectory of my career dramatically shifted upward. It just skyrocketed. It was quite amazing, actually. Now, I found this to be true both as an employee and as an entrepreneur, because I've done both sides. Now, 4 years ago, I pivoted my entire business online due to health concerns because I could no longer leave the house. This is when I started exploring online networking meetings and events. I love them because I didn't have to drive, there was no long commute, and I could visit with so many more people outside of my geographical area. I found I was attending fewer meetings, I was having more conversations, and I was gaining more opportunities, resources, ideas, and solutions because of the diversity of the professionals I was connecting with around the country and around the world. So for me, I was hooked on online networking events. All right, so which style of networking do you prefer? Networking meetings that are transactional, networking events that have transactional conversations, or networking events that are solely focused on relational networking? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm curious to hear what you say. All right, so now let's get on to the next one. Right now I'm going to tell you the number one thing you are missing out on if you are not attending online networking events. You are missing out on, ready for it? Meaningful conversations that lead to lasting relationships. See, I used to think that I could get you to listen to my sales pitch that was having a conversation. Boy, was I wrong. When I stopped trying to tell you what I had to tell you and really listened to what you had to say, when I really tried to learn from you, learn about you, and learn how I could help you, that's when that upward shift in my career I mentioned earlier took place. See, I had no idea how many wonderful ideas, solutions, resources, and opportunities would come my way just by listening and having a conversation. Instead of pushing and pushing my agenda and trying really hard and being so forceful about it, aka throwing the mud at the wall, just throwing that mud, I sat back, I relaxed, I stayed in the moment of the conversation, and found out I was expending less energy, I was reducing the stress, and I was gaining so much more. Now, by being online, I was able to connect with people outside of my geography without the expense of travel and time. This really expanded my connections and afforded me a broader range of perspectives, ideas, and solutions. The best part is, when I made this shift, I started to actually enjoy networking. It was fun. I looked forward to it. Instead of just thinking it was a chore and just something I should be doing to be successful, that dreaded should. All right, so what is the best kept secret to finding valuable online networking events that are worth your time and energy? Well, before I reveal that secret, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out videos every week to help you network more effectively, similarly to how we network in Down and Dirty Networking. So click subscribe to this channel. All right, so now let me reveal that secret, the best kept secret to finding valuable online networking events that are worth your time and energy. All right, you ready for it? It's simple. Determine what focus you prefer. Yeah, determine what focus you prefer. Either one, you want transactional or relational networking, aka those transactional conversations. So if that's you, that's what you're going to focus on. Or maybe you would rather focus on the second one, which is 100% relational networking. If that's you, then that's what you're going to want to focus on. By knowing which one of those you are interested in will help you search for the right event and make sure that you're getting the very thing that you need and want and not having to, should be doing it, right? You don't have to worry about that. Now, once you've decided what you want and you're attending those events, the next thing that you're going to want to do is to periodically reassess your preference to avoid burnout. Now, knowing what you want and then periodically reassessing saves you that time and energy. Like, why spend your wheels and waste precious time and energy on something that just isn't fulfilling and fun? It makes no sense. And yet we do it all the time. I've done it all the time. I've been guilty of that. Now, initially, I chose to focus on transactional and relational combined online networking events, those transactional conversations I mentioned on. These allowed me to have conversations, but still gain leads and transact business, which suited what I needed at the time. Now, after a while, I grew tired of weeding through all of the sales pitches to find the people that were truly open to having meaningful conversations and lasting relationships. So I reassessed my needs and my wants. This is when I realized I wanted to focus 100% on relational online networking. Now, the Down and Dirty Networking online community is filled with amazing people focused on 100% relational networking. We have meaningful conversations and build lasting relationships to grow professionally, and you could be next. The very best place to start is to click the link in the description below, and I will send you a personal invite to our next Down and Dirty Networking sneak peek event, where you can experience a bona fide Down and Dirty Networking online event that is 100% focused on relational networking. So click the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you at our next sneak peek and welcome you into our online community soon. Thanks for watching.